Hey, how's it going? Yuki here. Welcome back to another Yuki Rambles, or whatever I called it. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna start this kind of video. I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out anytime soon, but for this video I have no idea how to start this one. I mean, I can't just start the video by just start the rambles, but it's gonna be a little bit weird, innit? I'll figure it out soon. I'll figure it out anytime soon, but for this video, we'll figure it out. You know what? Don't worry about it. It's a small deal. Who cares, right? We'll just enjoy the video. Bye. TOUHOU has been part of the internet for so long, yet no one really talks about it. Like, I've never seen anyone talked about it. That's a lie. I have, but it's super minimal. It's super minimal. I have one friend, one guy that I know that ever talked about TOUHOU. He's the only person I know. And besides that, it's only been talked about within its own community. Like, no one outside of the community ever talked about TOUHOU. So I was just wondering, is TOUHOU not that popular outside of Japan, or people just don't know what TOUHOU is? So TOUHOU first started as this bullet hell game. If you don't know what bullet hell game is, it's basically just a game where there's a bunch of bullets on the screen, hence bullet hell. So it started out as a game, and then it just started to evolve into other type of games, other genre, and now there's even manga of fucking TOUHOU. Obviously, there's a bunch of songs that are heavily inspired by TOUHOU. While it's not being official, we'll get more into that later. Even though there's so much coming out from TOUHOU, there's so much things TOUHOU related. Why no one talks about TOUHOU? Am I the only one who doesn't talk about TOUHOU? Is there like a lot of people talking about TOUHOU? I'm just oblivious, or I'm just in the wrong part of the internet? Why is TOUHOU not as popular as other things that come out of Japan? There's other things that come out of Japan, and even people outside of the community talked about it. We have Hololive, we have Vocaloid, for example. Huge thing. When Vocaloid first out, everyone's talking about it. Everyone's talking about Hatsune Miku. You know, even people who are not in the community listen to the song. And then you have Hololive. Hololive now not only in Japan, there's English, Indonesia, and I think China, but there's no longer Chinese Hololive. That's aside. Hololive, huge thing. A lot of people talked about it. I've talked about it, but I don't watch Hololive. I'm not really into that. But it's just become a huge thing, and everyone talked about it. Not everyone, but you know, a lot of people talked about it. But it's not the case with TOUHOU. Like I said, there's game, there's songs, there's manga. I don't read the manga. I don't play the game. I don't really like that kind of game or whatever. But I do listen to the songs. But the songs are not really official. Here's why. These games and manga is created by this one guy called Zun. So Zun started a company called Team Shanghai Alice. I don't know why he decided to start a group or a company, because he's the only one who runs it. He's the only one in the company. I don't know why he's decided to do it, but whatever. He created the game, he mixed the soundtrack, blah blah blah. He created a game. So over the past years, he created more games, more games, and now in recent years, I believe. Yeah, I think so. It was like 2019 or some shit. Maybe even before that, I don't know. I don't really do much research. He created a manga. So we know that that is official TOUHOU media, or TOUHOU creation, or whatever, Zun creation. This man made it. But these songs that are, you know, popular songs, like let's say popular TOUHOU song, Chernoff Perfect Math Class. You probably heard it before, but you probably just don't know. Oh, it's TOUHOU? I didn't know that. Chernoff Perfect Math Class was a popular one. Another one is Marissa Stole Something Precious, and then there's even more. But these songs were created by groups or bands or people that are not in any way related to Zun or Team Shanghai Alice. These are just groups or people that are inspired by TOUHOU. So they make songs related to TOUHOU. They make songs about TOUHOU, but it's not official. Technically, it is official songs by them, but it's not really TOUHOU related officially, if that makes sense. So I've listened to these songs. There's a few TOUHOU songs in my playlist. I love them. I like them. But other than that, I never really, you know, get into TOUHOU that much. But I'm still confused. TOUHOU now is just not just a game. It's more than a game. There's a lot of media out there that are TOUHOU related. Why is it not as popular as something that came out from Japan? So you don't need to be in certain community to talk about it. They came out of Japan, they became a huge thing in Japan. There's a lot of media about TOUHOU, official and fan-made, but people just don't talk about TOUHOU. That's all I have to say. Why don't people talk about TOUHOU? I'm just curious. Do people even know what TOUHOU is? Because that makes sense. Because some people just listen to stuff or look at stuff and they just don't know that it's TOUHOU. People just think, oh, it's something anime. I don't fucking know. Or, oh, this song is TOUHOU related. Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't speak Japanese. Which makes sense, right? Like, I don't know what TOUHOU is until like what, last year, mid last year or something like that. I don't even know what TOUHOU is until then. So it makes sense people don't talk about TOUHOU because people don't know what TOUHOU is. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you know what TOUHOU is. Let me know if you've liked TOUHOU or not. I don't fucking know. Or don't leave a comment because no one leaves a comment. People just watch, people just listen, don't leave anything, which is very, very nice. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, that was very nice. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you've enjoyed the video and I'll talk to you guys in the next one, whenever that will be. Bye.